Show you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end corner, Lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on two people. And she has the platform for this player to get right. The two man also from the football. That season is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to the other Martin. He's gonna make sure that he gets two of them.
Well, peeps, welcome back to this amazing evening. We are actually heading on into MKE Championship Season 5. This is going to be the group stage, Day 8. And quite amazingly, this is going to be the last day of group stage. And I'm Azazel with my co-caster, Zane, and we'll be casting these upcoming matches for you. Well, Zane, go ahead and take the lead.
Hey guys, how are you? What's up? So I hope you guys are enjoying. It's about to start the weekend. We are about to go into the weekends, and before that, we have our first match, which is against USM Slayers versus Tribrid. So we have seen both teams playing really, really well. And apologies. So yeah, we will be heading straight to the draft in a while. But before that, let's talk about the uh, the sponsors. So this tournament is sponsored by IV Store and Genesis Store, and the other one is Zeutan Store. So guys, make sure to follow them and make sure that you buy diamonds from them as well. So we will also be putting the redeem code very soon on this stream as well. So you can actually use it to claim some diamonds for yourself. The link will be in the description. And for now, we are back heading into the draft section. So Zezin, take the lead and let's see how well the draft goes.
Yeah, peeps, if you hadn't been paying attention, there was redeem codes on the screen, and you can redeem those codes, on the screen, and you can redeem those codes in the link given in the description. And the first one to get those redeem codes right is gonna get 54 diamonds in his account straight away. Going ahead into this ban and pick section, I'm gonna be talking about this. Is gonna be a match between Hybrid versus USM Slayers. Well, it's gonna be a very tough day because in this last day of the group stage, um, winner is gonna go ahead into the qualifier round while the loser is gonna be kicked out of the tournament. Well, we're gonna be knocked out, and this is where the thrill begins. We are into the draft section, and 3 bans have already been taken in place. The first 2 bans coming in from the side of Tribrid is gonna be 1-1 and Valir, while the first ban coming in from the side of USM Slayers is gonna be Arlot. Your thoughts on the bans, Zane?
Yeah, Julian has also been banned. So far, both bans seems to be good, but I will say that USM Slayers have done a better ban for now, banning Orlot and Julian, because we have seen how good they are in the Land of Dawn. However, I would say banning Valir might be a respect ban here, but I'm not exactly sure. But banning Won was a good decision because Won in the late game is quite difficult to handle. So yeah, and we have our first pick from the side of Tribrid, and Fredrin has been locked as a jungler.
Yep. Looking on, I did a Fredrin pick. I think that Valir was banned recounter the counter or to Fredrin because they didn't want any hindrance to that Fredrin. Well, it is a very good counter to Fredrin. Maybe that's why they banned it so that they Godwin TZ will not have any problems actually going ahead and um, having his jungling phase to himself. And the first two picks from side of USM Slayers is also in as that Moscow has been logged on. Sasuri and the Lapu Lapu has been logged on by Anya. Well, going ahead to the picks of the Tribrid, it's on Yuzen.
Yeah, so Esmeralda and Nathan has been locked. So yeah, Nathan with that recent changes on that magic build, he is quite difficult to handle as well. So once he starts to build up a couple of items, he puts in a lot of burst damage. And yes, Esmeralda, as we already know, that she can do wonders in the game, especially with lane clearing and zoning out all those members with that HP that she has. With all those defensive items, and on the other hand, we have Kagura. We haven't seen Kagura in a while in this tournament, and I think we have seen very rarely Kagura getting picked in a tournament, but yes, the damage that she has is insane. The burst damage, once she starts to get her items, and once she gets some gold, definitely she can pose a lot of threat to squishy heroes as well. So talking about Lapu Lapu here, Lapu Lapu is gonna be a big threat for Nathan, I would say, because he can actually flicker out quite easily, and the damage that he has only with a couple of items, he can do a lot of damage. And if you go for semi tank build, he can be a real threat. And yeah, so Estes as well has been picked. So yeah, Estes, if he is gonna survive, then the whole team survives. We all know that because of the healing abilities that he has. And Valentina, well. What do you say about Valentina? I mean, if she gets Estes ultimate, then it's gonna be very difficult for USM Slayers to actually handle Valentina.
Um, Actually, it's really good Valentina getting picked here. She can actually take ults of so many people here. Also of Lapu Lapu is gonna be taken, Estes, Brats, and Lolita also getting picked from the side of Tribreed. Looking at this draft, I would say the draft of Tribreed is a little bit somewhat on the better section here. And as you can see, the giveaway code is on your screens right now, and you can go ahead and give it one more try and copy the codes and go in the description and paste it in the link given below and claim your free diamonds. Well, talking about the draft, I would say that the draft of Tribreed is slightly looking really better here because they have that front line, they have that damage leader of Nathan here, they have that high CC from Lolita and Fredrin combined, and that Valentina to doing that hacks capabilities. And going ahead into side of USM Slayers, the Estes and Barats are the only two people that get along really well. Meanwhile, Kagura isn't gonna be going along with S as well because she is a burst damage dealing type. She cannot go ahead for sustained fights long enough, and it's not gonna go into the favor of Kagura, into the favor of your Slayers. Well, peeps, we are ahead into the land of dawn, and once again, let me tell you all, this is gonna be MKE Championship Season 5, Group Stage Day 8 of the last. It's gonna be the last day of Group Stage, and the sponsors for this tournament are Genesis Store, Ivy Diamond Store, and Zeutan Store, respectively. Go ahead and take the lead on to use it.
Yes, thank you. And I would say that here, just like you said, tribal draft is better. And once Valentina starts to get fed, and with those ultimates that she has, ooh, that was a close one. Flame shot on that purple buff, but this time won't be stealing. And seems to me that already Valentina and Fredrin are putting a lot of threat. And here comes Kagura with that stun, but yes, Valentina will survive for now. I was saying that if Valentina actually gets those ultimates from Kagura and Estes, then it's gonna be game over for USM players. That's how I feel for now.
Well, um, I think it's absolutely correct. And looking into the top side, I think there's a little bit skirmish down here as Kagura goes in for the yin yang overturn stunning Lolita and the Nathan, but nothing much coming out of it. As it's gonna be one versus It's gonna be 3 versus 2 situation if all of the parties engage here, and the stun has been collected on Nathan. And Moscow actually dealing quite a bit of damage. Nathan will be surviving with little bit of HP left, and Flicker has been popped by Lolita to actually save her life. And it's gonna be working really well as the pressure onto the top side has leaned into favor of USM Slayers.
Yes, and I would say that Lolita pick will be a high risk, high reward pick because they have a lot of heroes that can actually put down CC on Lolita. And once she gets a little bit of movement during her Luminous Blast, her ultimate gets cancelled. And once again, as you can see, Kagura snowballing a lot of enemies there, and Fredrin was once again the victim of it.
Up and the skirmish actually brewing up into the turtle side as Lapu Lapu has popped his ult. He's going in. He's gonna charge directly into his ultimate. Going for Lolita. I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here. But yet again, SS has used Flicker and his ultimate is popped on. He's healing everyone here. But Lapu Lapu has the damage. It's gonna be one for trade, one for two. It's gonna be 3 for 1 trade. This time into the favor of Tribreed, and the tides totally shifted here.
My goodness, what a fight that was. Valentina barely escaping there, and so did Esmeralda as well. And Donic Starlight Moon on to the minions here just to clear the wave. And yeah, that was an amazing fight. But even though they lost all those turtles, they still all those team members, they still got their turtle, and Paris was able to successfully put on retribution on the turtle at the very last moment. And so once again, as you can see, Lolita trying to give some vision to her allies there, and Tribrid. Once again, Lolita is in trouble, dashing, trying to dash out from all those uh, opponents, and it seems to me that Barrett's, yes, he will be able to take down Lolita. I think that was a bad position for Lolita. She saw that four members are there, Kagura was there as well, and Barrett's. It's hard for them to. It's hard for you to actually escape if you are in such a situation.
Yep, that's totally absolutely correct. And Lolita, I think she was misjudging, overestimating that they wouldn't engage on a tank, and Boras just went all in using that retribution on her too. And at the end, once you're got caught and once you're actually caught into that ultimate of Boras, there is not much chances that you're gonna survive. And yet again, I would say I will just kind of falling short yet again here as Barats did got that turtle, but meanwhile Tribit got that 3 kills into a turtle lane, actually getting a slight bit of lead here, but it was evened out by the pressure that USM Slayers have made up onto the top lane tower, and as they also took the turtle. So yep, we can see that the goal lead is not much right now as USM Slayers are keeping up. And Tribe will need that time. Meanwhile, I think there's going to be a 3 turtle for. No, Kagura steals it!
Oh,
Some players go in for the steal ultimate has been paused. There's going to be 2 people stunned, but not enough. The Lapu Lapu goes in. Flicker has been used. The Brave Warrior was able to take 2 people into the stun, but I think he's going to fall here now as all 5 members are here fighting for. It's gonna be a full-out brawl. This is gonna be one person falling
oh.
down from the side of Tribrid, and here SS is really low, and then Esmeralda is trying to zone. It's trying to chase him down, but it's gonna be double kill for the Lapu Lapu. Actually, he got the double kill onto that Lolita. I don't know what she was doing and how did she got caught. This is gonna be a 2-for-0 trade into the favor of USM Slayers.
Oh, once again, Bevis Warrior popped up and seems to meet that Esmeralda. Oh, that flame shot will take down Lapu Lapu. What a great engagement from the side of USM Slayers. And I would say that how well that Valentina was actually used to for them to actually survive for such a long time by Tribrid as well. But yes, USM Slayers with that SS are really posing a lot of threat for Tribrid there. So once again, if you look at the lead here, so suddenly we can see that 3,000 gold lead from the side of USM players, and it's gonna be once again. It seems to me that Tribrid slowly but steadily falling into the trap of USM players.
I don't think it's slowly but steadily, but yet again, they are for sure falling in the trap of USM Slayers, and this is exactly how they need to play. They need to play it 5-man with that SS in between. I think Lapu Lapu is really in a sticky situation here. He does have that Brave Warrior out, and I think he's waiting for something. I think he just wants to escape. He doesn't want any fight here. Yep, I'll be trying his best to just get out of it, but he's forced to fight He'll be using it Earth to actually buy some time as the USM Slayers know what's gonna happen. They're gonna ask Lapu Lapu to buy some time as he goes ahead and he gets one person down while the rest of the USM Slayers take actually a tower down in the midsection. This is yet again a win for USM Slayers. Such a great
Yes,
place for teams on that side.
yeah, but there was no follow-up coming on to that Lapu Lapu because he was there for such a long time, and if the team had been there, they might have won that team fight because all those ultimates were used just on Lapu Lapu. And once again, it seems to me that Valentina on that very bad positioning there coming from Valentina, and she was just picked down.
Actually, Valentina was chased down there from all across the map by Kagura. So she ended up there, and this is where her final grave was. Well, talking about how there was no follow up on the Lapu Lapu. Actually, some Slayers thought this was it for Lapu Lapu. They actually thought he was gonna die anyway, so let's just go in for the tower as Lapu Lapu buys us some time. That was the plan, I think. And what they didn't expect that Lapu Lapu will have enough damage to actually take down one person with them, and that was actually a perk that they got with the fight with the situation. And in the end, USM Slayers are the one at the top.
Yes, indeed, USM Slayers playing very well today, and it seems to me that they are all together. If you look at their strategy, all four or three members are together pushing down in the mid turret and now on that top lane turret. And it seems to me that Flicker will be used for Esmeralda, and yes, Falling Star Light Moon cancelled, and Lolita. Oh my goodness, damage coming from Kagura, and she is on killing spree there. But it seems to me that they Esmeralda will survive for now. And on that bottom lane, three members from side of Tribrid trying to push down that bottom lane turret, and they will be able to take it down quite easily. There seems to be on top lane, the Esmeralda is in trouble. Daytona's welcome has been casted, and yes, mega kill coming from Kagura there.
Yeah, actually, the Kagura playing really well, and in the side of Tribrid, I would say that Sutizi is not playing really well today. He's gonna be on 0-5. He's too paper-like. Be doing anything. He's too squishy. Doesn't have those items, and that Kagura is already on Snowball, and it's in gonna be looking good for Tribrid if they continue this down for a couple more minutes as they are entering the Lord stages, and if they start losing Lords and Towers, it's gonna be a very clear path to victory for USM Slayers. And USM Slayers actually conducting that Ube strategy, that Estes Ube strategy really well as they are taking fights in groups only 4-man fights, 5-man fights, making sure they get most out of that Estes heal, and that is what they are doing. These pre-long fights is where they are going to shine their best, and they are doing that own one thing at its peak.
Yes, indeed. It seems to me that Lord will be taken by Tribrid, and here comes Jinjan from Kagura, but Esmeralda will survive and Moscow with her his ultimate. And yes, you want to, oh my goodness, the damage! But here comes Luminous Blast, not connecting onto any member there, and Estes will use Blessing of the Goddess there to heal all his members. And my goodness, all members are with full HP, and Lord coming from that mid lane there really, really fast. But will Tribrid be able to defend this time?
Might be able to defend it. This is not yet the Luminous No Lord, but the super enlarged and super minions are actually the problem here as they're coming in from all the sides winning the lanes. And here ultimate has been popped, Dedanos welcome has been popped, one Bember has been caught. I think this is gonna be it for left easy, and he's gonna be falling high into the hands of USM Slayers, and they're actually marching down 5 men onto the mid lane. They want the tower in, and that Nathan actually survives really well using his ultimate right now. Sorry for that. Nathan is the only hope for Tribrid. If Nathan isn't able to get those items back in and get that damage going, I don't think anyone is gonna be able to get that damage output that is gonna melt the Barats as well as Lapu Lapu paired along with Estes.
Yes, but you have to keep in mind that Moscow is already has already got three items: Golden Staff, Demon Hunter, and Corrosion's case as well. So it's gonna be very difficult for Nathan to survive as well. I mean, if Moscow gets Wind of Nature, it's gonna be more difficult. But we have to see what uh, is Nathan actually building, and he is building a semi build where Feather of Heaven has been built as well. So yeah, if Feather of Heaven is there, then definitely Magic build and trying to get some attack speed for against those tanky items as well, tanky heroes as well. So yeah, we're gonna see a very mixed build coming from Nathan there, and if he gets a couple of more items, maybe then we can say that yes, he can pose a lot of threat, but for that they will have to defend. But for now, the whole game seems to be in the advantage of USM Slayers. The jungle is all open for them, and they can freely roam about anywhere.
Oh yeah, actually that seems pretty much correct. And let me ask you this, Zane. Who do you think is gonna win if Nathan and Moscow are actually caught up in a 1v1?
Well, it's highly unlikely in this situation that they will get caught up. And once again, as you can see, Valentina got that ultimate from Estes, once again stealing that ultimate. So it's gonna be a very long fight if we are gonna see it. But talking about Nathan and Moscow, I would say it all comes down to your skills, and Moscow might be taken down if it comes to solo because of that magic build, and Moscow won't have any defense against Nathan there.
Exactly, that's how it's worked between MMs. Most of the MM actually build Wind of Nature to actually win a 1v1 against their counterpart MM, but that doesn't work on Nathan. Nathan can build that Wind of Nature and actually survive few seconds longer, taking physical hits from Moscow, but Moscow cannot just use Wind of Nature because Nathan's damage is obviously magic, and this is where Nathan wins. It's a very highly unlikely situation, and Nathan does not have that Wind of Nature. And here, yet again, after all those things, after all those fights, after all of these things, I think everything at this point into the 30-minute 10 second of the game, everything is come down to Nathan having that build or not. Is he gonna be able to hung down that lord fast enough, and is he gonna be able to deal enough damage to actually get some kills and get his team back on track into the game?
Yes, indeed. And as you can see, the whole team is building full tank except for Valentina and Nathan. So they both are the main damage dealer. It seems to me the Luminous Lord is here, and they will USF they will try to end the game as fast as they can. But it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much as he can. Oh my goodness, the level of heal coming from Valentina and Estes both. Oh wow, but Estes was taken down, and so did uh, Esmeralda. But yes, they will try to take down this. Oh my goodness,
Moscow
attack
got the
speed from
middle.
Moscow, and wow, the game ended so fast. I mean, how good was that from USM Slayers?
Actually, they took out their strategy really well, and it worked very good. And the losing MVP goes to Godwin Cheesy. I think this is gonna be it for actually the Cheesy family. The Tribrid are gonna fall here, and USM players are gonna be moving ahead into the tournament. And knocked out team, Tribrid, I wish you the best of luck for the next time. And I want to talk about what actually went wrong here. And can you spot out what actually went wrong here?
Well, I would say that the ultimate used by Astres might have been a little bit early, but you have to keep in mind that the level difference and the items difference that both teams had because of that gold lead that USM Slayers actually had. And once again, we actually thought that the draft is better from the side of Tribrid, but because of how good they actually used Estes with three members, I mean, wherever they were going, there were 2 to 3 members with Estes there, and they were constantly ganking, zoning out all the members from Tribrid. So I would say that was a strategy that actually worked for USM Slayers, and Tribrid had to come up with a better strategy, but unfortunately they couldn't, and they lost this game.
Actually, what I saw was like three things actually went wrong here. First is the draft itself. You cannot against Ube strategy with an SS in it without a backliner. If you cannot reach the backline, you cannot kill damage dealers, let alone Estes. There is no backliner on the side of Tribit. Cannot go back apart from that beyond that Barats, beyond that Estes, and that is already a huge risk for them. It's already a huge downside for them. Secondly, they need a high CC to actually lock down that Estes from his heels and all of that front lines from actually doing anything else. But they pick Lolita here. Lolita does have a big CC from her ultimate, I would agree, but it's very volatile. People can cancel it really easy. I hardly remember Lolita landing any ults, and even if she tried, she was cancelled out immediately. And it all came down to 50% of the match being decided by the picks itself, as they cannot reach the back line, they cannot stun them for long enough to stay still, and the front line is obviously gonna be weaker, as you cannot win against in a sustained battle for front line against Estes. So yet again, many things went wrong in this game. I hope this insight actually helps Tribreed get that thing better, get their composition and their mechanics better, so they can actually come back with a better and stronger comp and strategy next time into the same tournament next season. Good luck to them and congratulations to USM Slayers.
Yes, and this is gonna be it for this match, guys. We will be coming back for the match number two, and the match number two is gonna be against Kane East versus Katra Gang. So this is gonna be the next match that is coming up after a short break. We'll be right back.
Ultimate, going for Lolita, I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here, but yet again, SS has used Flicker, and Ultimate, going for Lolita, I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here, but yet again, SS has used Flicker, and his ultimate is popped on. He's healing everyone here, but Labu Labu has a damage. It's gonna be one for trade one. Ultimate, going for Lolita, I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here, but yet again, SS has used Flicker, and his ultimate is popped on. He's healing everyone here, but Labu Labu has a damage. It's gonna be one for trade one. Ultimate, going for Lolita, I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here, but yet again, SS has used Flicker, and his ultimate is popped on. He's healing everyone here, but Labu Labu has a damage. It's gonna be one for trade one. Ultimate, going for Lolita, I don't think that's the first person you need to go for here, but yet again, SS has used Flicker, and his ultimate is popped on. He's healing everyone here, but Labu Labu has a damage. It's gonna be one for trade one.
And from Kagura, but Esmeralda will survive at Moscow with his ultimate, and yes, oh my goodness, the damage! But here comes Luminous Blast, not connecting onto any member there, and Estes will use and from Kagura, but Esmeralda will survive at Moscow with his ultimate, and yes, oh my goodness, the damage! But here comes Luminous Blast, not connecting onto any member there, and Estes will use and from Kagura, but Esmeralda will survive at Moscow with his ultimate, and yes, oh my goodness, the damage! But here comes Luminous Blast, not connecting onto any member there, and Estes will use and from they will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members there, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of time. Oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members. There, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of time. Oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members. There, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of time. Oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members. There, and seems to me that Nathan is actually trying to give some damage, but Lapu Lapu is there trying to slow down Nathan as much. They will try to end the game as fast as they can, but it seems to me that Nathan has a lot of time. Oh my goodness, that flicker ultimate onto all three members.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming to the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backline. He goes in and connects it on two people. And she has the flash to Province Lydia to get right. The two man also from the Coco. That season is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to the Martin. He's gonna make sure that he gets two of them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our MK Championship Season 5 Group Stage Day 8. This is going to be the last day of the group stage. Well, first things first, let me talk about the sponsor of the MK Championship Season 5. It is sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by Ivy Diamond Store, sponsoring the giveaway happening today. And for the rest of the tournament, if it's going to be there. And last sponsor for this tournament is going to be Zeutan Store. We are moving ahead into the second match, and right now you should be seeing the name of the previous winner of our giveaway. Well, if you want your name up there also and want some diamonds in your account, so go ahead and pick up that next redeem code you will see on the screen and go ahead and redeem it in the link given in the description. Well, I'm Azazel, your main caster, and with my co-caster Zain, we'll be casting this upcoming next match for y'all. Well, Zain, go ahead and give the team names to the audience.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Kane, sorry, Kane East versus Katra Gang, and we are already in the draft section. And let's see what will be the first band coming from the side of Kane. Well, Kane East, sorry, Kane. It's Kane
Let
East
me
maybe.
let me help you on that. It's gonna be Kanye East and Katra Gang.
Kanye. Oh, my
Katra Gang
bad,
is
bro. My pronunciation just got so bad.
so that's the reason there are two casters on the scene. And first things first, Katra Gang actually being on the blue side and Kanye East being on the red side as both of the bands come ahead. Go ahead and let us know about what do you think about the bands, Zain.
Yeah, but I just figured that it's. I thought that it's Kanye West because I've seen Kanye West singing a lot of good songs. So we're gonna see Kanye East this time from Southeast, and let's see how good they are in this game. And if you look at the banning section here, it's gonna be Joy and One getting banned from the side of KE, and from the side of Kachra Gang, we have Julian and Kaja there. So both good bands coming from both teams. Let's see what's gonna be the first pick coming from the side of Kanye East. Blue.
Oh, actually, Katra Gang is on the left side if I'm Katra Gang is on the left side, so the first pick actually coming from the side of Katra Gang is gonna be Glue. Glue being one heck of a mess, and actually a hero worthy of the name Katra Gang. And actually, look, talking about the bans, yeah, actually talking about the bans, Arlot is still open. Keep your eye on that. Arlot is still open. No one's picking it yet. It goes ahead. First, Katra Gang had the chance to pick Arlot. It goes on to Kanye East. They did not pick Arlot. It comes back to Katra Gang. I don't think they're gonna pick Arlot now.
Yeah, so Xavier has been locked, and talking about Glue, he is the most irritating hero, especially with the short cooldown on his ultimate. He can actually pick on any of the opponent member, and he actually bullies if he's in the XP lane. So yeah, I mean, you can actually use his low CD reductions to your advantage a lot.
Well, not just that. Actually, Glue just became a misery, a pain in the ears, pain in the body for himself, for his own team, as that Faramis got picked on the opposite side. As Kanye East have that Faramis right now, if they just pair it up with a little bit of damage items, whoever is gonna be near that glue while he goes transitions into his ult, and Faramis gets his second skill on, all of them are gonna die along with the glue. This is the lethal counter to glue, and yet again I was talking about Arlot not getting picked here. The most broken hero in the tournament on the game right now is getting ignored. Even in the ban section, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind that Orlot is a fairly new hero, and people are still hesitant to use Orlot in tournaments. So, yeah, when it comes to drafting, I would say that people actually go for comfort picks. And once again, as you can see here, Helcurt has been locked and Brody as well. So, a good draft coming from the side of Kanye East. And if you look at it, Franco has been picked, but I would like to say that Franco Hellcat actually counters Franco's hooks and ultimate as well once his passive is active.
Yep, that's a very nice insight. Actually, Hellcut's passive. Those of you who don't know, Hellcut's passive actually silences anyone who tries to like CC him, crowd control him. So it applies to Enko's hooks and ultimates as well. And
Yeah, I love to play Franco, and once I was playing Hellcat, and there was Franco in the opponent team, and he was so irritated because he couldn't ult me or use his hook on me. But that is a different story. For now, we are almost in the land of Dawn, guys. The draft is complete from both teams, and it's gonna be Katra Gang versus Kanye East. So, what do you think? How will the match go? I mean, the draft from both teams looks good. Hayabusa, I would say, is a good pick against Helker here.
yep, Hayabusa is actually a really good pick against Hellcat here. Because Hellcat is really squishy and moving on into the later stages of the game. Hayabusa has more mobility than Hellcat. Hellcat has that movement speed, but Hayabusa has those blinks, those quad shadows, and that ultimate as well. So any time of the day, I would pick Hayabusa over Hellcat, and this is what is actually seen in MPLs and tournaments like that. And actually, talking about teams, tournaments, actually, the start of Katra Gang with this lineup is gonna be Poli, James, Anti, Gloomy, and Willow. These players have verified last season their own squad, and I would say they are global players and very good players. So here, Kanye East need to know who they are going up against. They are really good players and they need to give their best as they are considered the underdogs right now, if I'm correct.
Yes, indeed, and my goodness, Glue escaping with that 1% HP, barely surviving there against Deroth for now because of the damage that Deroth has. And on the bottom lane, Moscow also getting a lot of snowball. It seems to me that Brody will not be able to take down Moscow. He was once again. Oh my goodness! Here comes the hook, and yes, Brody will take it. What a beautiful hook! And first blood coming from the side of Kachra gang there.
Yup, and someone was actually talking about glue being a very pain in the body for experiencers here, but I think glue was almost killed here from the side of Katra Gang. Katra Gang actually playing really well here, although they did lose into the boss side. Overall, they're playing really well against the global squad right here.
Yes, but I would say that once Diroth hits level 4 and once Glue starts to use his ultimate, only with one skill, Diroth can actually get his whole HP back because of all the small minions that Glue has with him.
Yup, meanwhile, a hook actually connecting into the mid side as that Gloomy's hooks are actually connecting very well here. Kufra actually getting level 4 before the turtle is even taken here, and they are going for the turtle first hand. Kanye East. Yep, I think Katra Gang has given up on the turtle and they are going ahead to actually invade the blue of Hayabusa. They might be able to take it. Kufra goes in there, but no retribution was there to actually save that hook. Saves that buff actually getting into the hands of the enemies from the side of Katra Gang. Kanye Ace is holding really well against Katra Gang right now, and both of the teams are caught in a stalemate type of situation.
Yes, but you have to keep an eye on Franco because we saw that Franco is constantly there on that bottom lane trying to help get Moscow formed. It seems to me that Kufra is in trouble, and will he be able to? Oh my goodness, almost using his ultimate onto three members, but Moscow will be able to help his team escape for now. I mean, that was a very close call. If they got into that tyrant's rage, it would have been very difficult for them to survive.
Yup, and looking at the goal lead ahead, it's totally point blank, like couple of 10 gold here and there. It's totally equal right now. Kanye is playing really well here. The top side, as you can see, Glue is actually getting bullied. He is forced to stay into his own turret, and the overall map, I would say the map control is kind of neutral between both of the team. Here we can see it actually engage coming into the top side as that Glue actually tries to get on to that Jirot. Yep, he'll be getting on, and then Hayabusa will be taking that kill onto him. As you were talking about, that HP gain was really insane as the Jirot spammed his basic attacks onto that ultimate of Glue. Yet again, Glue's CC did caught up to him and beat the Hayabusa's ultimate and damage. It was enough to take him down.
Yes, and oh my goodness, that was a close call. And yes, Halkert using that ultimate on that Franco, and once again, as you can see, Franco got silent with that hook. But once again, you can see here that the passive was used already by Halkert, and a very well played, calculated play coming from the side of Kachak Egg there. And seems to me that yes, Faramis will be taken down as well, and Moscow barely escaping with a blink skill there. Wow. I mean, that was a very good fight. You can see a lot of micro skills coming up there.
Yep, that was really good fight here. Then Moscow actually played really well, and Kufra actually landed also really well onto the Moscow, but was not able to take the kill as Francis did not have enough damage. There was not enough damage dealers in the vicinity. Brody did came, but it was kind of late. And right now, I think the lead has shifted a little bit in the favor of Katra Gang as they are going on in a lead of 1k, and they're trying to take back the control on the map. But right now, the turtle lane is totally into the hands of Kanye East as they're going in for the glue. The glue might just fall here, but no, he's forced to retreat.
Yeah, but it seems to me that there is gonna be an engagement on that turtle here. Hayabusa is there with his shadows, and will he be able to use? My goodness, the retribution has been used. It seems to me that Glue will barely be able to survive right for now, but Franco has been taken down from the side of Kachra gang, so it's gonna be very difficult on the top lane. It seems to me that Hayabusa is gonna use his ultimate to take down Diroth there. So Diroth should make some sort of defense there because he knows that once Hayabusa locks in, it's gonna be very difficult for him to escape. I mean, if you have some sort of minions or jungle or some heroes with you, your friendly allied heroes, you can survive against Hayabusa. But if you're solo, then it's gonna be very very difficult. And you have to keep in mind that high and dry emblem has been used by Hayabusa. So when he is alone with that specific enemy, he has more damage than normally he deals, and it seems to me that Brody will take down Franco, but Bosco was also taken down by Helker there, so a very good engagement coming from the side of Kanye East this time.
It was not an engagement, it was a counter engage as Franco was trying to catch that Brody, but I think he didn't had ult or he didn't wanted to use it. He was not able to lock that ult as he was almost able to ambush that Brody. As that Brody escapes by little bit of HP, that Hellcut and everyone else actually comes to back him up and they get the kill. And here we can see actually Glue actually goes up, and I think the promise will be falling down. I think he has that ult, but he will not be able to pop it. And the promise will be falling down into the hands of the Glue. Again, Katra Gang
Yeah.
actually maintaining a slight lead here.
Yes, and that was quite a lot of CC from Glue. And once again, as you can see, Ooh, that was a close one. If he had landed on his burst damage there, Franco would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yep. Well, who do you think actually has more damage? I'm not talking about 1v1, but who has more damage overall between Hellcat and Hayabusa?
I would say for now, both
Very good
teams
English coming
are.
in onto the Kufra. He jumps onto the Xavier, but he's not able to connect the Tyrant's Rage. And all the three members from the side of Katra gang actually just disengage. And yet again, Kanye is going for that turtle anymore. Well, continues and
Yeah, so it's gonna be Turtle for now, and we are gonna see. Oh, once again, as you can see, Hayabusa is there, and now he's using his ultimate, and yes, killing spree coming from Hellcat there on that Franco, but that was a close one. What a damage from Faramis there, but yes, once again, as you can see, Glue has locked on to Hellcat there, and he will be taken down. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Deroth was able to take down that bottom lane turret. So I would say the advantage somewhat goes towards the Kanye East here because they have taken down the top turret as well.
well, rotating in a team and maintaining equal number of players actually fighting each other is really point to look out in actually matches in MLBB because even though you might be able to take down a couple of towers, if you're actually losing uh, common objective fights. I mean, one ultimate has been locked. The Triumph's Rage is there. Moscow falls down. The intuition of this Kufra is on different level. Well,
Wow,
Hitler, hats off
and
to
did you saw
you.
the damage, the amount of damage from that Framis? I mean, wow, just melted away Moskov there.
But actually, you need to just look out for that Kufra right now. He's being a real trouble. Meanwhile, I think Ultimate has been popped on by Hayabusa. He'll be able to take down that Brody. Meanwhile, Deer's actually getting a kill onto that glue. Pieces getting swapped, exchanged on different sides of the board at the same time. Um, Again, I think talking about the map control, I think both team has equal map control. Talking about the goal lead, I think Katra gang has a slightly behind. How is that possible? They're taking more kills.
Yeah, and that's because of the turrets that Kanye East has taken. But I would say that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar. And will they be able to
Damage.
survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down. And so was Xavier there. I mean, what a great engagement and counter attack from the side of Kanye.
Punishment. The re-engage coming in from the side of Kane. They are not done yet. They are the underdogs. They are gonna bring the towering global team down. Engage was really perfect. The ultimate of Aramis Cold Ultra was on place right on time as Hulkat used his burst damage to actually get Peep leaded out of that land of dawn, and the damage I did you were talking about Faramis was there. It was seen right there, so high damage.
Yeah, and because of that, for MX, they won that team fight as well. Talking about this game, I would say that you cannot underestimate Kanye East, sorry, Katra Gang, because they still have a lot of damage, especially with that Moscow and Xavier. Because in the late game, Xavier keeps on throwing those uh, damage skills, and the burst damage that he gets with all those items is very difficult to handle unless you have that Athena shield.
Yep, meanwhile, in late game, Moscow and Xavier are gonna be trouble along with that Hayabusa and Glue. But yet again, comparing the hack skills, I think Kanye East has the advantage here. The whole team fight supremacy of these teams is dependent on the fact that Extra Gang is taking the fight that they can win. They are winning those fights, which are obviously all 5 man versus 5 man fights. Or we can see a concealed play coming in here. They are going looking for something, but no, the Lord has been taken care of pretty easily, and they will be looking back to actually defend more of their turrets. Extra Gang holding on really well. Man,
Yes, indeed. And it's once again Khufra charging there, but he will cancel because he knows that his team won't be able to follow up in time. I would like to talk about Franco here. Franco is a very good tank, to be honest. Once he locks onto a target, I mean, if you know what you have to target, then he's really good. But if you hook onto a tank or XP lane, I would say it becomes very difficult for you because in the late game you cannot actually survive for long, and he doesn't have a lot of CC because he can only lock on to one hero at a time. So yeah, that is the main problem with Franco. However, if you look at Hufra with that. Oh, once again, we can see another engagement. My goodness, and Hayabusa won't be able to survive. And that silence on Hayabusa, my goodness, with that Halkert. And once again, as you can see, that the whole team almost got wiped out, but they barely surviving. And now disengaging. And oh, once again, as you can see, Hook has been placed on that Franco. And wow, Flicker will be used to escape with that conceal. I mean, the damage from Moscow is suddenly off the roofs.
Oh, this Franco, is he? Does he have the third eye or something? First it was Kufra, then the Franco. This is gonna be another counter engage coming in from the side, or this time from the Katra gang. Of the tiny team's tanks are just doing it off the roof. Oh, the damage, the splash damage coming in from that Moscow was insane. Look at that Bodhi's HP, and that Faramis is also almost wiped out. He is.
Oh, that was a very close, close call. I mean, you have to give credit. Just like I was saying that Xavier and Moscow will be the danger man, and this time seems to me that the tides have suddenly changed towards the side of Kachra gang here.
Yup, as said Franco, gloomy and anti making it known we are still in the game. You are not taking this from us. It ain't that easy to defeat the champion so early on, and they are actually maintaining that thing. And the underdogs, obviously, Kanye East are also doing their best here. I think we are obviously again hoping for some majestic plays, miracle plays coming in from the side of Kanye East if they're able to pull something off and take something off the board or not.
Yes, but you have to keep in mind that the lanes are synced from the top and mid lane. However, the bottom lane, once again, a beautiful hook coming from Franco, and yes, Framis was taken out. So it's gonna be a big, big loss for Kanye East. It seems to me that Brody uses ultimate, but yes, oh my goodness, Glue was melted right away, and so was Helker. I mean, is it gonna be game over for now? For what do you think?
Lodi and Kufra are the only one left standing to defend this right now. Meanwhile, no one has any skills on these three members. They are trying to siege this out right now. Meanwhile, the ultimate has been popped by that Xavier, but damage was not enough as that Hayabusa was not able to damage him enough because of the wind of nature. Very good clutch play coming in from the side of from that Brody actually on the side of Kanye East. Actually, they are holding it pretty well. They are one inhibitor down, but they are somehow still stung on into that life stung a life into that game of theirs. And again, we are actually hoping for some miracle plays from the side of Kanye to be actually able to do something if for this game to be back on their feet.
Yes, and I would love to see Brody because if Farami survives, then Brody can actually do wonders against the whole team, and especially with that ultimate and damage that he has, since he has almost completed his build there. And I think the last item he's gonna build is gonna be Blade of Despair. And once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis. But the damage from Hayabusa is insane, and my goodness, what just happened there? Three members down from the side. Oh, that was a close call. Blood spear from that Moscow there, but yeah, for now they will survive. But for how long?
Moscow's damage is there. Zim is there to follow
Oh,
up. The combo, he lands it again. This team knows how to carry their coordination. These teams how know what is the true meaning of wombo combo and chain CCs. They are making it happen. Cannot take down these giants all by just by anything. The skies are what is best in the game. They're actually doing it really well. But
yes,
Moscow
what
actually
an
was not dying.
insane gameplay coming from Katra Gang there. But Kanye is, yes, they have done it. I think. Who won actually? I think it was Katra Gang. I
Yeah.
just got confused because of the
Katra
names.
gang. Katra gang is the one on the left side. Zayn for God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, Kanye did prove it. They are there. They made their presence known. That the top players aren't the only players with skills here. They are trying to do something, and they have proved that they have the potential to be something. And in the future, in the next tournament, next seasons, I'm sure they will be somewhere here, and they'll be making their presence known. The people watching them tonight might also have gotten some inspiration. Well, from the underdogs did fall here, but at least from being unknown to actually getting known to this point, getting a score of 15 to 20 against a top global squad from last season isn't pretty bad at all. And I have no things that I would say into this match that what went wrong or what didn't went wrong, as it was totally mechanical and rotational outplays that they were beaten in actually from the side of Katra gang. And that's it. This is it for game number 2. Katra gang takes the win home, and they'll be moving ahead into the qualifiers round. Meanwhile, Kane, I think they'll be falling here.
Yes, they will be falling for now, but better luck next time. And they will have a lot of things to learn from this game as well. So, guys, we are gonna be back after a short break. Stay with us, stay tuned. And the next match is gonna be Mia Bhai versus Milkman. So, yeah, both these squads will be fighting each other in the next match today. So, stay with us, we'll be right back. Oh, once again, as you can see, Hayabusa is there. Now he's using his ultimate, and yes, killing spree coming from Helkert there on that Franco. But oh, that was a close one. What a damage from Framis there. But oh, once again, as you can see, Hayabusa is there. Now he's using his ultimate, and yes, killing spree coming from Helkert there on that Franco. But oh, that was a close one. What a damage from Framis there. But oh, once again, as you can see, Hayabusa is there. Now he's using his ultimate, and yes, killing spree coming from Helkert there on that Franco. But oh, that was a close one. What a damage from Framis there. But oh, once again, as you can see, Hayabusa is there. Now he's using his ultimate, and yes, killing spree coming from Helkert there on that Franco. But oh, that was a close one. What a damage that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar, and will they be able to survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down, and so was said that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar, and will they be able to survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down, and so was said that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar, and will they be able to survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down, and so was said that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar, and will they be able to survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down, and so was said that. Oh, what a beautiful hook by Franco there. And from his popping the cult altar, and will they be able to survive? Yes, all this survived. Oh my goodness, Hayabusa was taken down. Oh, once again, we can see another engagement. My goodness, and Hayabusa won't be able to survive. And that silence on Hayabusa, my goodness, with that Helkert. And once again, as you can see, that the whole team almost got wiped. Oh, once again, we can see another engagement. My goodness, and Hayabusa won't be able to survive. And that silence on Hayabusa, my goodness, with that Helkert. And once again, as you can see, that the whole team almost got wiped. Oh, once again, we can see another engagement. My goodness, and Hayabusa won't be able to survive. And that silence on Hayabusa, my goodness, with that Helkert. And once again, as you can see, that the whole team almost got wiped. Oh, once again, we can see another engagement. My goodness, and Hayabusa won't be able to survive. And that silence on Hayabusa, my goodness, with that Helkert. Gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking on to Kufra there, and still they are surviving with that cult altar from Faramis, but the damage from Hayabusa is gonna be Blade of Despair. Once again, as you can see, Franco locking.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming to the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on two people. And she has the platform for the Slayers to get right. The two man away from the that season it survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to him, but the Martin is gonna make sure that he gets two of them.
Hello and welcome back everybody to the last day of Group League. This is me, Gentox, as the lead caster of this match. And with my co-caster here, Richie. Say hi.
Hello. Hello,
Here we have
viewers
a
of
match
MKE.
between Here we have a match between Bhai and Milkman. I hope you are ready. Milkman. Milk is holy. I see you guys in the comments there.
They just want
In
the
any case-
milk, they just want.
Yeah, people are excited for this match. But if you're excited, you will be excited because there are sponsors for this tournament. Richie, go ahead, tell them.
We have 3 sponsors, well actually one main sponsor, which is Genesis Store, Vist Store, and Zeutan Store, who are sponsoring these giveaways that we're providing to you. There'll be giveaway codes underneath the caster SS and in the description below, and also in the highlights reel, so do keep an eye on that. First come, first serve,
Yes, see-
free diamonds.
You can use the link in the description to redeem those diamonds. Make sure not to miss out. And let's get started with the match. So,
Yeah.
who do you think is
what's up?
going to win this one? Because both teams are good. Both teams are good.
Let me just hype up the team. Let me just use my prophecy powers. Milkman, let's go.
Yes, Richie here, the prophecy man here.
The prop.
But let's just say that it has failed two or three times, has it not?
That is true. That is true. That has failed.
So are you just saying that Milkman is gonna lose that in reverse?
Nah.
All right, the first man coming in from Bhai, and that is gonna be Nathan, a very strong marksman being picked in this tournament right now. Second ban being Nate Arlett, pretty obviously.
Obviously, it's just like obvious bans. Just like get them out of there. You know, we don't want to fight these two characters. If we do, then it's our issue that we have to
Absolutely.
handle.
We don't want any Arlett messing up things
We don't want another
In this-
maniac on our hands.
in this dude-wala match.
Fredrid is a nice man, you know. He'll like stun the dude, he'll like stir it up, make it a bit rotten, you know. We don't want that. We don't want that.
All right. When all seriousness, Xavier, do you think that's a good ban?
Honestly, yeah, Xavier is a good man. Like underrated. Well, not really underrated. I've seen like T20's already picked him. Is that better be Fushiguro or Julian? Or sorry, Julian with the
Yes.
better be Fushiguro instead.
I mean, both are the same thing, but
That is true.
I think okay. We have to say the Junior skin with the GTK collab is the best one, right?
That is
What
true.
do you
That
think?
is true. Nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. I think Gojo is like more loved since it's like he's like beloved in the fandom too. So it's just easy to like
That-
him and his skills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just like the character's popularity. And anyways, from Milkman's side, we have Edith and Valentina. I love the Edith pick here.
I like both bits here. Valentina did like probably any nuisance wolves from the enemy team, and Edith, we know Edith. We know what she's gonna
Of course, we know she's low. She's gonna turn the tides.
do. Yep.
Speaking of low, they countered with Martis. No more low HP for Edith, I guess.
And Mincetar, just so for the fact that like Valentina doesn't dash constantly. So you know what? Very close match. Digi pick. Now I have a nightmare seeing Digi at this point. Another feeding Digi strategy? Who knows?
Oh no. It is gonna be another ABM match.
This is another weird ABM match, an easy ABM match. Please don't. Respect the teams. Don't do this behavior.
Moscow banned from the side of Milkman. Milkman does
As-
not like the Spearman.
That is a good ban, Moscow. Moscow is very deadly, very dangerous. Very suspicious too, but like we don't talk about that. I've heard his remap's coming out, which is like pretty weird for him. Speaking of the marksman bans, we have a Beatrice here.
I don't know what the Beatrix man is doing there. I
Maybe so-
assume maybe there's a good Beatrix user in the Milkman team. Who knows?
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
They are banning the marksman picks off for either side. Yep, Brody pick.
Oh,
What
do
do
you
you
think they banned? Do you think they banned Moskov so that Brody could have an easier time? But then, does Brody get countered by Moskov?
Not exactly.
Well, what can we? What do we know? What do we know? It's just that. Now is this a Teddy pick and a Lu Yi? Out of all the mages, you know this. Out of all the mages, I love
definitely one of
Lu
the
Yi.
yes, most likely one of the best mages in this entire tournament is definitely Louis.
I love this
I would like
character.
to see her. I would like to see her pull some upper level plays, though I am kind of hesitant on this Louis pick because in fact there is no set maker on Miyabai's side. I would not count Mincy as a great set. No offense to him.
A very weird technicality, Julian.
It could be. And here's we have
Right.
our last pick being Barats from
No, that
Milkman.
now that is a surprising pick, honestly, since we have seen a lot of Barats and Bardis like combos. You know, Barats against Bardis in terms of like junglings. So yeah,
Alright, let's see. Comp wise, who do you think stronger in the early game?
ooh, that has definitely goes to Miyabai with Julian, Bardis, and Lu Yi. Nothing stopping them. Nothing is stopping them from steamrolling this like team. But you know,
Milkman doesn't have any early game heroes either.
that is true. That is true. Milkman has some early games like Brody and Valentina, so it just depends on how the late gamers carry the game, you know? We can't decide that. We cannot decide that.
So in general, you would say that Miyabai does definitely has the better flow of like composition, right? Like the late game also has some pack some punch because of like carry.
That is true.
Oh, Mince Hook misses on the Valentina.
Very close there, very close there.
They keep planting some bombs in the mid bush. And he's going straight to bottom lane to harass the carry. And on the top lane, there's a small skirmish going on. And he's getting out cleared on mid lane. Let's see who gets lethal here. Mincy gets the hook on Bharat, and there might be a first blood here. There is. Mod is going on the Diggy, and he will not get a kill, but Carry will secure it. Now Brody is escaping as well. Valentina jumps in, but she will regret it as there are 5 members of Mia Bhai there.
I lost count there. Wait, why was Julian there?
Yes, he rotated there from top. I actually noticed that last second. Amazing rotation, babe, there by that guy. Here we see Milkman. They're in trouble.
This was your church, Chen. You did this to them. You did this to them.
You did this to them. You said Milkman would win.
I said
Who knows?
Milkman would win.
Yeah.
Don't turn this argument into me, man. You might see a dagger top here with Mortis and Julian on that Edith.
It takes him a lot of damage from Julian, but she will back off, seeing Mortis come in for her. Mortis going on the Bratz. Mincy does a hook on Bratz Kane. Bratz has to retreat to escape that. And now this might be a free turtle to Mia Bhai, as Bratz has no retreat for this objective.
It's just sad for poor Bratz, for poor Milkman.
Bottom lane, actually, we see that while this was happening, Carrie is getting harassed, but she is holding her lane. But now Valentina is also going to come for a gank. A counter gank coming in from Mincy checking the bush, but he is going to get jumped by 3 members of Milkman. He uses ult, and he will take the Dicky down. Mincy survives. Mud is going in on the Bharat. Oh, Bharat was able to eat him in time, and Martis was not able to use Decimate on him. But no, he's still going. Oh, he backed up.
It's just a battle of, is he going, is he not going, is he cooking, is he not cooking, what is he doing?
Let him cook, let him cook.
Let him cook.
Oh, in the mid lane we see Julian getting harassed by Valentina for coming to the mid lane. Louis coming in the mid lane as well. But she teleported over the other side of the wall. That's a bit surprising. Both the junglers are kind of stalking the gold lane. Can they get a kill? Can they get a kill?
I would love for them. I would love for them to, like, you know, get a Maniacs. We see Mortis, we gotta expect Maniacs, you know? Like, what do I say?
The Diggy is just staying at bot. What do you think about that?
They don't trust, either they don't trust that Diggy or that Brody.
Oh, look at top! The Edith is giving punishment to Julian. And now play from Edith's side. But Martis will now start to punish Edith, but Edith will flicker out of there. But now on the bottom, Carrie is stuck there as 3 people are stalking her lane. She might just need to abandon lane or die with it. As Brody is killing the last minute, there now will be a tower dive. As we see Valentina jumping in on the carry, Brody jumping in as well, and this will be a 4-man dive with Carrie going down. But the counter gank has come. Mincy hooks the Barats, but Dick uses ult, and it's pointless. Milkman was able to escape with getting a kill on Carrie, but the lane was not pushed. But they have started doing the turtle as Mincy is given the vision, and Martis is coming over, but he might be too late. Will he get the turtle here? Brody got a turtle instead, and Barat's ate Martis, and Martis will go down by the damage. Carrie uses the ultimate, and she's shredding down the Edith. And she flickers away when she sees too much trouble. Ooh, Richie. What do you think went wrong for both the junglers? Both junglers didn't get it.
Honestly, I don't understand. I think they both retreat at the same time, and like Brody just first kill out of nowhere.
Louis teleported downstairs, and she almost got a Brody, but Brody was able to tank damage and get away in time. Now it's just a matter of camp. Now Martis is checking the bush there because Mincy's not checking that one. Minsy can see it, and they all walk through the Lethal Wanderer. They all got revealed.
It's just like Harry Potter, man. You could like barely see them, but you could see them there. You could see them there.
Another 3-man gank looking on Carrie. Will it happen? Carrie is able to spot Brody, and I think she does know that someone's in the bush over there. She should escape. Oh, on top lane we see Louis taken down. And Edith is attacking Julian, but it's not happening. On bottom lane we see Carrie go down, and now focus on top lane. It's gonna be a trade, most definitely. Mincy stuns the Edith. Julian is in chase of the Edith. Now Valentina is in chase of the Julian, and Edith will not kill the Julian. Martis will use Decimate and kill Valentina, but he does not get the passive.
He does not get the reset. Sad for him.
Martis.
Good for him.
Oh, Mincy hooked the Dicky, and Louis' damage is coming on him, but Louis missed one charge.
Well, what can we say about this?
Now, the Goldie is surprisingly none, even after all this time. Both teams are playing fairly well to maintain the lead. This objective goes to Bhai.
Well,
now, build-wise, Richie, tell us the build situation. Here we see on top lane, Brody takes the top lane from Julian. And Louis surprises the Brody.
Alright. Let's hope there's... Oh, wait. We have validated kill on Louis. Edith goes on Martis. Martis might be down here. Nope, his sentinel saves him out. And Louis gets a kill on Edith. Beautiful mid-star hook on Diddy. Barat's vomiting them out just to make sure they back off. And it's a nice disengage. We can see Carrie starting turtle here. Very bold play, but since Martis is coming there, that's a very easy turtle for them. Honestly, now finally build-wise, I can speak now since they're trying to get an easy turtle here. We have Julian with JS.
Richie, I think you're slightly delayed.
Am I?
Yes. On the mid lane, we see a fight breakout.
I'm very delayed.
Alright.
We see a kill. Like, come on. Mr. and Louis are just checking out mid. They're clearing mid as fast as they can, but Louis is trying to poke Valentina. Beautifully. Valentina having Mr. ult. This is going to be a double clean stalling. Edith is going to get pinned here.
Edith is stuck. Edith uses Flicker and is fighting, but Carrie's damage is way higher than Edith, and she will take the Edith down. On top lane, he is chasing Julian. He has used second heal as he will try to immune it, and he has successfully immuned it. And he is flexing his way out.
He's flexing his skin and his escape. Beautiful. But he still goes in for the kill.
Oh, he goes back. He is stuck again. Oh, he will get the kill on Valentina instead by that immune. Amazing play by Julian there. And now a kill on the Diggy as well, but the Barats is looking heavy right now. Julian almost escaped that one. Oh no, but he will not escape this one. Barat is hungry and he has taken his meal.
With Brody coming in with a cleanup, well, most likely just a flicker second skill, which we've seen countless times at this point. It's too funny not.
And while this is happening, Martis got a Lord. So this will be a tier 1 Lord marching down on Milkman's bottom side turret.
We see Martis here with a full tank build, but not finishing Curse Summon. But he's going to finish Curse Summon now. And Edith having the Swift Crossbow. Now this new item is very good at attack speed heroes, but on Edith, maybe she might go for Feather of Heaven here. With the new passive on Edith, it could help her out since there's 3 tanky people on the sides of... Actually 2 tanky people. We can't count Julian as a tank. There's 2 tanky people on the side of Bhai.
I actually question this play by Milkman. They are leaving their bot side completely undefended, as most of them are in the top lane.
And now
Edith will have to pay the price for it.
Edith's waiting for full stats, but it's too late for that. She couldn't ult because of the CC chain. And as they pushed up the
Now it's-
board,
Now we see Milkman recalling back, and Martis defended top pretty easily.
they just left an unevolved Lord at base, Jen. How?
Yes,
that is
that's what a question, because they did it almost took down the Inhibitor turret as well.
Good thing that was on enhanced, or you know.
Yeah,
Good thing.
imagine it was enhanced. That Inhibitor would be gone.
Long gone
Now
at this
it's just
point.
a tower defense game, as Bhai has a lead of 4k gold.
Oh, this might be a Miyabi's
Oh,
match.
Minzy hooked the Diggy, and Diggy will be forced to use his ult. Edith goes in with her flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a decimation off. Brat eats the Martis, and Brody's damage will take the Martis down as well. It's a 2 for 2 so far.
Now that is what I call a very good initiation by Valentina, because that wasn't Mincy's ult, that was Valentina's ult on Mincy.
Oh,
So Mincy didn't ult. It really felt like Mincetar was the one ulted. No, she flickered in, ulted, then dashed out.
amazing
beautiful
play by
play.
Valentina then.
To cancel out a very threatening Tanks' like ult is amazing.
Now we
honestly.
see Milkman gathering in the top lane, and Julian will be getting hit by Brody's damage, and it is high right now. Louis puts up damage on Brody as well in response, but she takes a lot of damage in return as well. The Brody's build is just pure raw penetration and damage.
What else can you do if it's a tanky team and the tanky meta currently?
Oh, Brody gets hooked by the Vinci, but Diggy ults, and there is no way they can kill Brody. Edith's ulted with full stacks, and she is dealing the damage.
We see Julian there like for a backdoor, an attempt at a backdoor. He might actually get the limit turret.
Might get a shot, but he will not. Julian actually got a top turret. I didn't see that. Oh, Barat's. Oh my god, Brody, where did he come from? But he got 2 kills off Miyabai. And now Julian will have to pay for Martis being able to being helped. Oh, Julian immune
The
that.
Torapart memory! That Julian should have died. That Torapart memory from Brody was immuned by Julian's enhanced still.
Yet
What a beautiful
yet
outplay.
again, Julian flexes his escape.
Megami, man, it's a skin, man. It's obviously the skin here.
It is a skin. Oh, Brody gets hooked again, but this time Diggy doesn't have the ult. Oh, but he is able to escape.
Martis doesn't have the damage to completely one-shot it, but that's like alright in this case because Martis himself is almost like one-shotted by everyone. So he needs his tank build. He needs his tank build. This might be a kill on Diggy, but
Diggy gets hooked again, but oh,
he leaves. He's safe. Martis is
He's
Lord,
safe.
and this might be a team fight here. Yep, Diggy conceals out. Barat says hold Star. And this Barat stat is safe. Diggy with the ult of Time Chronos. Cherry gets knocked out by
no.
Edith.
It's
This
a
might be a
decimation on the side of Team Miyabai, as Brody is alive but Kerry's not. There's no one left alive to kill the Brody, as Mincy is getting chased down by 2 members of Milkman.
This Julian is having a second attempt at a backdoor, but Edith's there to defend that. And
Brody
while
is dealing absurd amount of damage. Oh, but he almost gets taken down by a turret because he gets a bit too greedy, and now he has to back off. Baratz gets hooked all the way to the turret, but he is also able to back off because of his HP.
mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baratz
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy, and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone, and she takes down Baratz.
I did tell you the set from Julian kind of helped them out. The flicker enhanced third skill stunned both Baratz and Diggy. And now we have an Edith Brody defending
Absolutely.
mid. Now
It is
Julian
possible
can't
for her to defend, but it's gonna be really
is-
difficult because it is a 5v2. Edith has jumped in, but she does not have. Oh, Louis goes down. Why does damage to Brody?
Torn apart memory, man. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? What is in his head?
It's pretty torn apart.
It's pretty sad.
Oh, Brody takes the red buff from Mortis. Dicky is concealed in, and he's trying to get some vision.
Brody couldn't steal a little, however. Now the disengage starts. The goal gap, it's 50k, so it doesn't really matter, surprisingly enough. Milkman, on the side that was losing, has now gained a very powerful speed gen. What do you think? This is I believe this is amazing.
I have a feeling that MLBB banned Beatrix specifically for this Brody player. Because look at this man, 10-2-3. If you gave this guy Beatrix, what do you think would have happened?
Sniper shots, shotgun shots. He would have made his own gun at that point.
In any case, now we know who's the carry player on both sides, do we not? It's a Julian
true.
on Team Miyabai and the Brody on Team Milkman.
I would also say the Valentina with her copying Mincy's ult in Pacific with Flicker. Just
Most
to block
definitely.
Mincy from ulting.
Valentina is definitely the unsung hero of Milkman.
But that's just initiating, just tapping, just poking.
Oh,
just
concealing coming in from Miyabai, going in the mid lane,
We might see.
but no
okay,
fight yet. Oh, bottom lane, what? Edith taking down Julian again.
and the turret. But she will back off as Teddy and Mars try to stop her portion. But because of that minor distraction, Bharat is trying to turtle as fast as he can. But wait a
And
minute.
they will take. Oh, Mincy coming in with Louis. Here
The
we
wall
see Carrie's
open.
damage going in on a Diggy, and Diggy will go down. Mart is going in on 3 people. He will get eaten by the Barbarats. Oh no, Valentina takes out the carry as Louis is left on low HP fighting the Valentina, but she is getting shredded. Martis is running, and Valentina gets a triple kill. It is
Okay.
ending the game.
With no ult though, so she might not be able to.
Most
A double
definitely.
airborne. But Brody's damage is quite
Well
insane. You know?
played, well played. They locked at her till the end. Milkman wins this game against Miyabai.
This is. What did I say? What
Oh,
did
wait.
I say? Do not
Wait.
disrespect
Yes,
my
yes, yes.
predictions. Do not disrespect my predictions.
Your predictions are like lose early game and then win the late game. That's your predictions at this point.
That's the one. No, it needs to be exciting. That's the vibe. It needs to be exciting. It needs to be powerful.
Yes,
The
indeed.
Brody
It cannot be
is
one-sided
cool, it's
matches.
Beautiful. We do not like one-sided matches in our castings, you know. But like these matches,
Indeed.
like it pumps your blood. It pumps your blood. That's the point of this game. It makes you angry, or it makes you really proud of your team, or it just makes you excited in general. Brody
Most
getting the
definitely.
MVP, as obvious. If we could see details, I would bet you could see like 300% damage or some stuff like that, you know.
Alright,
Honestly.
but as it is time, it is the end of the match, it is time for the sponsors. The main sponsor of this tournament being Genesis Store, the co-sponsors being IVY Store and Zeutan Store, sponsoring the diamond giveaways of this tournament. Guys, make sure to collect the redeem codes and use them in the description below. There will be giveaways announced in the caster's desk right under us. So make sure to check that out. If you did, send your code in. Anyways, this was me, Gendox as the lead cast, and Richie.
See you later.
Signing
guys.
off.
See you in the next match, actually.
Dead by that Mew, amazing play by Julian there. And now a kill on the Diggy as well, but the Barats is looking heavy right now. Julian almost escaped that one. Oh no, but he was dead by that Mew, amazing play by Julian there. And now a kill on the Diggy as well, but the Barats is looking heavy right now. Julian almost escaped that one. Oh no, but he was dead by that Mew, amazing play by Julian there. And now a kill on the Diggy as well, but the Barats is looking heavy to use his ult. Ian goes in with her flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a death mission off. Barat eats the Martis, and Brody's damage was to use his ult. Idiot goes in with a flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a decimation off. Brat eats the Martis and Brody's damage just to use his ult. Idiot goes in with a flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a decimation off. Brat eats the Martis and Brody's damage just to use his ult. Idiot goes in with a flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a decimation off. Brat eats the Martis and Brody's damage just to use his ult. Idiot goes in with a flicker first kill. Martin is also going in. He gets a decimation off. Brat eats the Martis and Brody's damage just to use his ult. Idiot goes in with a flicker first kill. Martin is also going in.
He's mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baras
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone and she takes down
he's mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baras
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone and she takes down
he's mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baras
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone and she takes down
he's mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baras
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone and she takes down
he's mad HP at this point. Oh, this might be a
Baras
setup,
is
but
eating the Mincy and he's reaching a lot of HP because of that. Carrie jumps in the middle of everyone and she takes down Carrie's damage going in on a Diggy and Diggy will go down. Mart is going in on 3 people. He will get eaten by the Barats. Oh no, Valentina takes out the Carrie as Louis is left on low HP fighting the Valentina, but Carrie's damage going in on a Diggy and Diggy will go down. Mart is going in on 3 people. He will get eaten by the Barats. Oh no, Valentina takes out the Carrie as Louis is left on low HP fighting the Valentina, but Carrie's damage going in on a Diggy and Diggy will go down. Mart is going in on 3 people. He will get eaten by the Barats. Oh no, Valentina takes out the Carrie as Louis is left on low HP fighting the Valentina, but Carrie's damage going in on a Diggy and Diggy will go down. Mart is going in on 3 people. He will get eaten by the Barats. Oh no, Valentina takes out the Carrie as Louis is left on low HP fighting the Valentina, but Carrie's damage going in on a Diggy and Diggy.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming to the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on 2 people. And she has the flash to promise Lydia to get right. The 2 man also from the that season is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to the Martin. He's gonna make sure that he gets 2 of them.
Welcome everybody to this, like, the 4th match of MKE Championships, the final day of stages. I'm very excited. In this match, we're having Kane versus, I forget gently, like, what's the
Ordinary
name?
Vipers.
Ordinary Vipers. The last match was very fun. This match, I hope, will be as fun as that. But before I continue on, let me first talk about the sponsors of the giveaways and the fact that there's the previous winner's announcement. You know, their names are in the caster's desk. Congratulations, Coco. You got your free diamonds. First man, first serve, like I said. And like I said, then we have our sponsors Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and iVi Store for sponsoring these diamonds and are giving them away for us. Now, back to the match. What are your predictions this time? I mean, you know, like last match I got disrespected, but not gonna say it. Not gonna say anything here.
Hey, you're keeping that right from last match? Come on. Alright. I actually don't know much about both these teams, so I can't say much.
I really like the
In
name
general-
Ordinary Vipers, so mine is Ordinary Vipers. Mine is Ordinary Vipers, honestly.
Alright, I guess I'm left with pain.
Now, as the match starts in, we have the bands from Pain. Let's see what they'll ban. Let's see what happens. Arlet, Nathan, you know, your generals.
Arlet is just obvious.
Arlet is obvious.
Let's think
so
something
we-
else. Ooh.
Mincitar. Well, we've seen Mincitar the previous matches, and we've seen Mincitar the entire week. So it's quite obvious why he's banned. You know, it's very obvious why he's banned. And let's leave him. Let's just ignore him. It's not
Ignore
like-
that. Second bet. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about him. I feel like at this point he's just auto banned for all the matches. You know, it's a must ban, must
Obviously.
pick. It was just like when Valentino was first released. Remember those days? When
I remember
like,
those
oh.
days.
And Blue coming in from the side of Pain. Now Blue is an annoying tank. Recent nerf. Who cares? He's still going to kill your squishies, and he's still going to out-sustain you somehow. That's his job. That's his plan. And
Most definitely. It is quite a disruptor in the team fights.
And there's the Nathan ban. There is the Nathan ban, like I predicted. Now, as the first pick coming in from the side of Pain, there's a lot of heroes.
I
open.
assume it's a Fredrin or a Martis. I'm just thinking.
But Jen, you're my apprentice at this point. The great minds think alike at this, like, you know. Julian's from Country that Frederick picked. Although we've seen this before, the Julian did won last match. So we might see it again, and we might see Julian lose this time because Frederick still counters most assassin and close range heroes. It just depends
Definitely.
on who's fed.
The last
Spain?
Julian was a very good player. I want to see if this one's gonna be up to the match.
Most of the Julian players you've seen were good players. We gotta give it to them. We gotta give it to them for
The last one
you know.
especially. The last one especially.
We see Xavier picked here as a mage. That's quite honestly, love Xavier. And to counter that pick, oh, I thought it was gonna be a Valentina, but I guess they're not locking her down. They might ban Valentina here though. We'll see. Mostrov, Lapu Lapu bad. They're not bad picks. Mostrov is a very good pick, and Lapu Lapu is a good fighter pick with Lou being banned. It's like, you know, it's a ranking scenario. You have Glue banned. Who's the top 2 fighter? Lapu Lapu. Who's the top 3 fighter?
Lapu
I don't know.
Lapu, obviously.
And then Kaja, this premier Kaja Rome here, guys. Well, he's technically a flex pick. Although they have their jungler, they won't know. Pain doesn't know. So, you know, who could he be? A jungler, a Rome, a speedler, a mid lane? Well, they have a mage already. So it's a jungler,
Kind of
Rome.
yeah, it can be mid actually. It's kind of
It can be
funny.
mid lane.
It's
Have you
funny.
Have you seen Tighty mid laners though? Have you seen the memes of Tighty mid laners? We've seen Bella at mid already. And a ban of Yiv. A very underrated ban, but like an understandable ban.
She's definitely a higher tier mage, and they want to like lower the option for Pain's good mages.
The nerf on her doesn't seem enough. That 25% movement speed is just still feels the same. It still feels like you're moving. You're being stunned consistently. Like gravity is pushing you
Kind of
down.
wanted her back to. It kind of wanted her to back being pre-nerf. Eve, if you know what I mean.
It doesn't feel like that for me. Maybe I'm different. Maybe we're built different here. And a Brody ban coming in from Pain. Well, they've seen last match's Brody, so they don't want to fight that
They've seen
again.
last match.
And old ordinary Viper spitting carry. They don't seem so ordinary now. This is an unordinary pick here. because the only tank. Well, no, it's not an unordinary pit. There's tank TP characters. What am I saying? There's Fredrin and Lapu Lapu. What am I saying? And from the side, Valentina was picked. An Atlas pit. Now this is terrifying. Since they've already picked their tank, but that could be a side laner. The tank hasn't been picked yet. Do remember that. So this could be their tank. What?
Oh, do remember. Also know this. If they pick Diggy, Valentina will have a Diggy ult.
But what's happening? A Ruby. I was like, Mia Rome? Mia inspire Rome?
Mia can steal Inspire?
Mia can steal inspire sprint? But that's a Ruby pick, and it's an Atlas pick. Or it could be a Kaja pick, and it's an Atlas pick. We just gotta see who's the side laner. Since both characters work well in the side lane, and both characters do well as a tank role, due to them being tank fighters and all, you know?
I believe Katra will be better in general to like give vision on the bushes, while Ruby cannot do that safely.
Ruby can't, but it does have that first skill slow though, so like, we'll just see. Oh, this could be Ruby side. This could be Ruby side.
Most definitely.
And Atlas is terrified here. But before we start the match, one more time, we have free giveaways, free diamond giveaways. There'll be redeemed codes, not in this match, it'll be in the next match or in the highlights reel. But let me just say this again, they're sponsored by Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and Ivy Store. Do check them out and do check the description out. When it comes, not now. when it comes.
Not now. Watch the match. Watch the match right now.
Watch the match now. Stay tuned. Now, as we see everyone going in their jungles, you know the vibes, you know the rules, and so do I. All right.
Gore lane. If we look here, Carry is getting spotted by Kaja.
Early, we've seen this already happen twice. Well, not twice. We've seen this multiple times with the bot lane be supported in the early game. This just reminds me of League of Legends at this point. Bot lane having 2v2s. God.
I assume this is because Valentina is strong enough to fight Xavier in the mid lane alone, and we see her harassing Xavier instead.
And we see that you're right. Here. Valentina is soloing that Xavier here, and this might be a steal on Litho. Oh no! Fredrin lots at Litho, being kinda outnumbered. Very nice outplay here by the Freddy. Well, it is obvious because of the fact that Julian only gets his power spike at level 3. So he might not do much at level 2. So we just gotta see late game. Both fighters, for once in their lifetime, are not fighting and are just clearing lanes. We see a tank at top lane here with the Atlas connection. And this might be toward Carry with the Tuxedo Blast and Monster. Oh no, the Flicker doesn't save Carry. Monster's basically that's much stronger than that Flicker. Frederick is joining the team fight. He's not too late for anything, I hope. But Julian getting his level 3 power spike. He might escape with the enhanced setup skill. The ult by Fredrin praises Rat. Atlas's connection. Julian goes down. But this. Oh, actually, I was just about to say this might be a sacrifice of Atlas, but the Flicker saves his life there. And disengage. Back off. Everyone, calm down. Nothing's happening. We see Moskov testing his luck and testing his limits. We low HP
Since we're calm here, who do you think is the better early game composition?
Like you were saying,
never mind, this is not calm. Look at the Lapu.
Like you were saying, the Lapu going all in on that Ruby. Julian cleaning up the Lapu, saving the Ruby's life. But Julian might have to back off here as he cannot properly fight this scenario. Kaja trying his best to distract everyone just so they don't kill the Julian, but they'll kill him and they're like, you know what? What was that? What happened there? We'll just take the buff. Thank you so much for the buff.
This is actually the 2-man set there.
Oh, I missed that sadly. But Atlas just said Julian. Poor Julian went through his blue buff. Just give him that at least. Just give him one creep and one tiny baby at least. You can take the big one. Now Fredrin, once again, going back to his red buff. And Julian saved here because that's the only buff he can take. Atlas going in, but nope, he's just cycling them out. He's cycling me out. We see Kaja still babysitting Terry Monster having relying to clear the camps of his own jungler. Well, they are fed, so it won't deter that jungler too much, but that is a very risky move to play here. Terry just pouted and intruding that Moskov Atlas giving vision to Kaja with Kaja's first kill. So they know this is what we are doing. Frederick joining in a mid-team fight, but nope, it's just a little. It's just stealing it though. Mine or yours? It's mine. It's mostly mine. We see Kane here having the advantage here. Atlas going babysit top. He might ult the carry. He does ult the carry, but everyone's too low to join that free fight. This is not a kill on carry, but a kill on Moscow. A backwards ult, you know. But a backfiring ult. Poor Valentina sacrificing her life. And Fredrin over here might make a play here if he gets enough damage taken. Julian has used all of his skills to his enhanced first kill. He might die here by the Fredrin ult, and he does! Abrasive's Wrath gets that kill. He's on it. He's just second sleep, first sleep, taunting. Nothing. This Fredrin's unstoppable. Nothing's killing him, and he has to keep that momentum here. As we see bot here, Lapu Lapu and Ruby they were just having a close fight. And like, how do you commentate fighters? I wish there was a way to like split cameras, you know? Just have everyone just chilling and all, and we just see the fighters beating the shit out, beating like the living like lights out of each other.
I just noticed what is happening to the live chat. What? Who's
People are
Gravity?
Let them spam gravity, man. You know, gravity is weird, Sigma wise. Like gravity is just everywhere. We see Fredrin here with an easy turn here. Moscow throwing his ult to show vision, and it does kind of hit the Ruby. That gives the Atlas the initiation to just climb in. But this might be a single man ult on Ruby for Ruby. Lapu jumping in with his bravest warrior. Unnecessary, no, unnecessary. The overkill on that Ruby. Katra still supporting the marksman.
Is what gets the job done.
That is true. Now, as we see that everything's calm now, we'll see that the gold trap is a 2K lead from Payne's side. So this might be a your win, Gentox. Now, build-wise, we see Kaja here building Dreadnought before Booth and his first item. Very weird choice here. And while I was saying that, well, there's gonna be a tank here at this point. A 3 versus 4 with the jungler being bot, so this might not be good. Atlas goes in with the Fatal Links. He doesn't ult, he saves the ult. Smart choice. Xavier missing that first kill, the second skill. Not immobilize anyone, thus having the port Kaja down. Well, he might actually Fatal Links here. He ults. And a beautiful ult by this, but Julian with the enhanced second skill. Carry, was that Inspire? No, that's a flicker, just an ult. But Moskov comes in with the cleanup, but Julian gets that double kill, sadly. Moskov might kill the carry if he's like courageous enough. Oh, his passive damage was enough to kill her, and Friend is there for the cleanup. No, the flicker from Carry. She flickers into Moskov's base stat range. While that was happening, Lapu was at top for some reason. Both Lapu were fighting so hard, they were top lane.
They were fighting and dancing all the way to the top.
The fighters don't know when to stop fighting. Do remember, guys, to vote for your team. Just as a side information, because we did vote for ours. We want to see your votes. We want to see who you think. You can just spam gravity later. You can just talk about gravity later. And while we're talking about gravity, Fredrin has started turtle, and then Julian Kaja might be trying to think of taking this turtle, but this might be a sacrifice on like Kaja. No, the Dreadnought actually saves his life. The flicker saves Fred. Julian, Lapu was his life. I can't even speak right now. I'm losing my tongue. Atlas is just poetry, just hiding in the bush, not showing vision. Being smart about this, making Xavier lose hope. They did it. Oh, he left. He's not left. He left. He's not left. You know. Lapu in their tier 3 turret. What is happening here? Kaja Divine Judgment on the level of 0 damage by Xavier, since you know it's early. It's like he still doesn't have the gold. He still doesn't have COD. So what damage can he do? Lapu misses the Divine Blessings. As Divine Fighters is like first here. He might have to retreat here, and he does. That was a bit too aggressive from Lapu's side, but we cannot say that because we've seen more aggression made by other Lapu players. Isn't that right, Jen?
It is right. It is entirely right. Lapu players are just an entirely different breed of aggression.
They're just angry. They're just constantly angry. I think that's the issue here. What I was saying that Moskov is alone with 5 people. He should not have done that. I think that might have a Divine Judgment too. That was Julian's enhanced skill. Xavier's is immobilized, and Kaja's is Divine Judgment, stunning that Moskov and shutting him down. We see Lapu's bravest warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Judgment is going to use Fatal Links with a 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just flickering, dashing. But Fredrin is the only man alive out of the entire team fight. What just happened here? I thought this was a victory, but no, this seems more like a losing trade here. Julian lives that with a mega kill. What just
Fredrin did
happened?
not let go of that kill, and he should have let go.
It's not even that. That it was a perfect team fight for Pain, and they just lost their hand. Like they blundered. They just did a massive blunder somehow.
Moscow was actually not the one fault. He actually got carry, even though he got stunned by the Kaja.
No, what happened to Moscow is that he jumped in and 5 people without knowing, which is understandable. But I'm just confused. And what happened to everyone else? What happened to everyone else? How did they all die? And
That was a huge blunder then.
Speaking of that, Ruby and Kaja are like circling around this Atlas. Kaja just slowed down Lapu Lapu with his first kill, running away to his own team. Lapu Lapu now chasing unnecessary. He needs to stop that. He needs to calm down. Calm down, Lapu Lapu. Calm down, bravest 40. We know you are. We know you are the. We know you are the guy. Chillax. But
He has no
doesn't do it.
chillax.
He has no chillax. He's not letting that Ruby go. As for that, Valentina is supporting them. Everyone's supporting them. This is a very dangerous game to play as Kaja's there with the Divine Judgment, ready to like kidnap anyone that he can see.
Yet
That is a
Valentina
very-
has no fear.
That is a very brave Valentina. And I think that Kaja might be saving his own for the Mostov, which is a very good play here because Mostov, if given the free reign of having no CC on him, will kill the entire team. Julian clears top, goes to recall to base, very smart play. Make sure that the enemy team is like dispersed and like won't be able to sync lanes. But the new waves show up, so that might have been wasted potential there. Ruby defending bot, everyone's dispersed. If they all just rush mid, it might be a kill here. As we can see here, Atlas, well, he was gonna dive in, but look, he calmed down. Thank you, Atlas. Letting me have room to breathe, you know? I can't always like speed cast. And look at this, you just know Atlas ready to conceal and flicker roll. He's just waiting for the chance. Kaja with the flicker roll on
He does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him, but
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the bravest warrior dives in, doing enough damage that all of it to like half HP. Valentina flickers in, kills the Teddy, but kills herself in the process. Why? Why is everyone greedy on this Teddy?
They do
just
not
don't like
want the
that.
carry to get more items than she already has.
Atlas plotting the turret damage on Fredrin, saving his life but killing himself in the process. Moskov diving in for no apparent reason here. Fredrin had easily like escaped here, I hope. Nope, the enhanced first kill by Julian is too much for him to tank. Well, he was already low HP, but still. Fredrin is a tanky hero. The gold gap went from like 4 to 5k to now 2k's by ordinary Vipers. They're proving themselves why their name is ordinary. Divine Judgment on the
Kane is
Lapu Lapu.
slowly throwing this game.
That is true. Terry coming here to melt Lapu Lapu and the Valentina. Lapu Lapu flickers, kills the Valentina. This is not good. Kane should calm down and understand they can lose this match. They can lose this easily winnable match here. The gold gap has now been nullified. There's only like 400 difference. This is a serious blunder, honestly. Like I said, when your fighters keep fighting, it's not like problems are not heard. We see Atlas here giving perfect vision on this mid bush. This bush is very important to control, but you also need to stay safe in this bush because if you get caught here, you're dead. Just like this. They're not letting this Atlas go. He ults on the Ruby, but that was like quite sad, to be honest. They can easily defend mid though, but this Lord fight is not on Pain's side. Ordinary Vipers will take this Lord for the win. I think Lapu Lapu might be trying to go for a meme moment here, but he's calmed down. He's learned his lesson. He's seen what they did to Fredrin. He's learned his lesson. They will try to find the carry. Fredrin scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Kaja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity build. But Julian out here with the head still. Will Ruby get the kill on Valentina? Nope, Valentina lives that. Atlas coming on Fred on Julian. Julian with the Winter. With the first kill, the lifesteal, nothing saves him. All that happened, I couldn't even see who got lower.
I
Did
do
you
believe
see
this Lord went to Pain.
this Lord might have went to Pain here. This might be a loss on ordinary Vipers. That was a slight blunder as they left Kerry all alone to try to take Lord. But
They
it is
will be able to
understandable.
defend this, most definitely.
100%. Everyone has recalled, so this is going to be like... This match will go on a bit longer. This match, like, that's what we're saying. This match will go on a bit 5 minutes. So, like, you know, just a reminder, remember the dribble base, guys. Remember the sponsors. Genesis, Zeutan, and Bhai.
The next team fight will definitely decide the game, as if more than 3 members get wiped on the one side of the team, it could be bad.
It could be very bad as a death timer is going to reach up to 60 seconds. I had a death timer 90 seconds, so like it's suffering at that point. It's torturous. Now then, as we see the build, Julian has done a full pen build with Concentrated and Feather of Heaven. Concentrated on Julian. What do you think of that?
Very high lifesteal. I assume he's trying to like be on the front line and get as much healing as possible in response to like being a front line for the carry. He could have easily gone for Winter if he wanted to be Assassin.
That is true, but I think it's just sold Winter for maybe Immortality or maybe Holy Crystal. He might be going Holy Crystal here.
Oh, he's going Winter now.
Oh, it is just sold. Divine Judgment on the Monster. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostrov's life. Mostrov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina topping carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like the cleanup crew. Mostrov coming in with the cleanup crew. Everyone is cleaning up. This is not even a cleanup crew. This is a vacuum. This is the janitors are here. The janitors are here to just get this team out of here with a wiped out, as we were saying. Moscow with the trash talk.
Oh no!
Guys. Be respectful, guys. Don't. Oh, a surrender.
No.
A surrender. What just happened here? This is a very winnable match. Well, honestly, we say that. Well, I say that, but like, understandable. You know, in the heat of the moment, stuff happens, like mishaps happens. It's never the player's fault. It could be the fact it could be a bad day, you know. And don't beat yourself over for a loss or surrender. Remember
Most
that.
definitely.
Like ML and these type of games, they're just like, they're for relaxing, you know. Well, relaxing is a bad word. They're just like, well, I can't even say myself. I've done myself a hole. But
I will
anyways,
say simply, you will win games, you will lose games. That is the nature of MLBB. Well done for Ordinary Vipers, but Pain takes the win here.
They go to the next match. Alright then. See you guys. Remember, Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and IVS Store are the sponsors of this tournament. They're giving away the free giveaways. There might be a redeem code in the next match with the highlights reel and the cluster chest. Do check that out and be the first winner. It's first come, first serve, so be ready. See you soon.
See you.
And shutting him down. We see Love Lover's Bravest Warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use Fatal Lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Love Lover's Bravest Warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use Fatal Lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Love Lover's Bravest Warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use Fatal Lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Love Lover's Bravest Warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use Fatal Lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Love Lover's Bravest Warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use Fatal Lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Love Lover with the flicker.
Oh, he does go in.
But no one's there to like set with him. But
ooh,
that was a 3-man Fatal Lane. But everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Kaju with a flicker
Oh,
over
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But
Ooh.
that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt 8. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the brave Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Raja getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will. They need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like they need to solve it. Divine judgment of the Moskov. The fatal links on the 3 people saving Moskov's life. Moskov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry, Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul, divine judgment of the master. The fatal links. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby, what is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trajan with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu dies here, even though the brave is Kaja with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu dies here, even though the brave is Kaja with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu dies here, even though the brave is Kaja with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu dies here, even though the brave is Kaja with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu dies here, even though the brave is Kaja with the flicker on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the Brave Katra with the flicker
Oh,
on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the Brave Katra with the flicker
Oh,
on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt pain. Lapu Lapu dies there, even though the Brave Katra with the flicker
Oh,
on
he does go in.
but no one's there to like set with him. But that was a 3-man fatal late, but everyone flickers. I felt that pain. I felt him shutting him down. We see Lapu Lapu's bravest warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use fatal lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Lapu Lapu's bravest warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use fatal lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Lapu Lapu's bravest warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use fatal lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like predicting. She's just shutting him down. We see Lapu Lapu's bravest warrior on the 3-man. He might. Oh no, the Divine Gem is going to use fatal lanes with the 2-man ult. Valentina. Is she? No, she's not. She's just like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the 3 people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentina top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine Judgment of the Master. The
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on 2 people. And she has the flash to promise Lydia to get right. The 2-man also from the focus. That season is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to them, but the Martin is gonna make sure that he gets 2 of them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MKE Championship Season 5, which is sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by vist Store and Zeutan Store. I'm Sasuke along with my partner Grim. And guys, we have a news that is really sad. Like the match which was between G9 and Team ELM We have received a news like that Team ELM will not be showing up, so Team G9 will be getting a free win this time.
Well, for our wonderful audience, we apologize for the last minute changes. We were expecting to see a good sixth match to end the group stages today, but we couldn't do so due to the forfeit of Team ELM. G9 will be moving on to the qualifiers beginning shortly. Thank you so much for supporting the MKE Season 5 Championships. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for bearing us casters, especially Shatsuke. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Good night.
With this, we end our qualifier days.
Release the soul. Divine judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentino top in carries all, but the attack speed is not enough. Atlas flickers to the side. Frederick coming in with like release the soul. Divine judgment of the Master. The fatal links on the three people, saving Mostov's life. Mostov won't be able to join this team fight. Carry. Valentino top in carries all. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov. Like I said, if they don't ult the Moskov, they will die here. Carry couldn't outdamage the Moskov's Trinity. Frederick scares off the carry. Ruby. What is happening here? Ruby and Trajan getting killed by the Moskov.